there they are. The Assassins are in the ring with #1 Paul Jones. They're up against a rugged duo in Terry Gibbs and Steve Muslin. They're no slouches. They give 100% every time that they are out into the wrestling arena. But the Assassin, this one here, we call him Assassin #2. Tremendous strength. Both of them compile great agility. One of the biggest set of biceps in wrestling today, possessed by wrestling #2. And of course, they make no bones out of being and looking for the tag team titles held by Ricky Steamboat and Jay Youngblood. And I do not sell the Briscoe brothers short, but I do not sell Steamboat and Youngblood short either. I've been in wrestling a long time. They are unprecedented, the 4th time tag team champions, and I've seen them all. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen all the great ones in the past. The Hawk and Hansen, Bockwinkel and Stevens, the Anderson brothers, all of them, and Steamboat and Youngblood rank right there among the very best. And right here, the Assassins may have a little trouble with these two men here at the offset of this match, Paul. They need to figure out something.
Listen, let me tell you something. You said this about Steamboat and Youngblood, that about Steamboat and Youngblood. I'm going to tell you something right now. The people don't want to hear about Steamboat and Youngblood. They want to hear about the Assassins, the new team that is going to dominate this area in the tag team division. And you people are going to see a lot of it. And I guarantee you one thing. What you said a moment ago, Weaver, putting words and thoughts in people's mind is wrong. You said the Assassins were in a little bit of trouble during a match. The Assassins are never in trouble. Does it look like they're in trouble at this point?
No, they look like they're doing very well again at this point. And Paul Jones, you know, one more word about I just can't get it off my mind. Starrcade 83, a flair for the gold. And the Crockett's have brought this tremendous event to the Carolinas, the Virginia area, and you know it's got to rank high on the list of any sporting event that's ever been around here. The whole eyes of the sports world will be focused on that night, on that match, and it's the biggest thing for the Carolinas is the NCAA Eastern Regionals are the World 600 in Charlotte, North Carolina. It just puts wrestling at a peak in the Carolinas where it should be, because you got to admit one thing: there is great talent and stars wrestling in this area.
Well, I wouldn't rate professional wrestling with those race car drivers that you so happy like to talk about all the time, because I'm sure when they have the World 600, they don't have people from Japan, Australia, and all over the world like they're going to have in this, for this Starrcade match.
Well, the Assassins are doing very well again. Reverse chinlock by Assassin #1 as they work down Steve Muslin in the ring, and I think our hat has to go off to the Crockett's for going out and bringing this match to all the fans. You know, I've been here a long time. Paul Jones, you've been here a long time, and it's really for the fans that we get it right here in our area, the World Championship match.
Well, that's why Crockett's so happy about it, because he's doing something for the people that stood behind him for years and years and years. You know, let's face it. The people in this area, as much as I hate to admit it, are some of the greatest wrestling fans in the world, and they can tell talent when they look at the Assassins.
Well, there is plenty of talent around week in and week out all around this area, and right now the Assassins are displaying some of theirs that they have in a bad way. Steve Muslin, he needs to get to a fresh Terry Gibbs on the other side of the ring. Muslin tries to escape, comes close to a tag, and here's Terry Gibbs, and he's fired up, and a hard right hand stings the Assassin. He goes to the other side, one for him, and back to the Assassin. Snapmare by Terry Gibbs, lateral press. We could have a victor. No. The Assassin escapes, and Gibbs walks into a front face lock, and there's going to be a swift kick by Assassin #1, and into the ring, a hard right hand, and they're going to exchange them. They stand toe to toe, right, and into the eyes goes Assassin #1.
You know, John, the Assassins They wrestle as a team. They think a lot alike, and they can take a lot of punishment, and they can dish out an awful lot of punishment. You know, the bigger of the two has the hardest headbutt in professional wrestling. The one in there now has the biggest arms in professional.
Well, there was an escape by Terry Gibbs into the ring. Steve Muslin. Assassin number 1 may be in a little bad way right here. Let's see if Muslin can take advantage of it. And no, the tide of battle so quickly turned. Power slam off the ropes, a favorite maneuver of the Assassins. In quickly is Assassin number 1, and that was that headbutt that Paul Jones spoke of. We could have a victor right here. We do with a lateral press. The Assassin